that the best way to find out whether you are leading or not is to look back and see if somebody is following you. If nobody is following you, you're not leading anybody. To me personally, leadership is all about self. It begins with self and it ends with self. What kind of a self you have been able to build dictates the kind of leadership you will evolve into. Building self is something we will be talking more about in a special lecture, but let me give you an overview. To me, self is all about character, discipline, value, responsibility, loyalty, energy, enthusiasm, experience, concern, creativity, clarity, commitment, communication, consistency, passion, love for people, and love for yourself as well, and really good self-esteem. I've always said that in order for me to feel good about you, I must feel good about myself. If I don't feel good about myself inside, I'll always find faults in you. As a leader, I got to be upbeat. I got to look at glass always half full and not half empty. I got to create hope. I got to create a dream that people can share. And I can do all that only if I'm comfortable with myself. I also have to make sure that what I practice is what I should preach. And I should preach only what I practice. I have found in my normal conversations, many times, people don't mean what they say. And they don't say what they mean. Leaders are always exposed. They are always being scrutinized. And you got to be very careful as to what you say in public and what you say in private. These are the things people take for granted, but these are very difficult to practice. In this complex world, I have also learned that no one person is capable of managing everything. Complexity of managing outstrips the ability of one person to carry it along. And it's normally lonely at the top. Leaders are at times very lonely. It gets lonely at the top because it's hard to share a lot of these complex decisions that you make, how you feel, and what you want to do with everybody. Sometimes people misunderstand, sometimes they misquote you, and at times you find that people want to hear what they want to hear. They really don't hear what you are saying. So it does get very lonely at the top. So you have to cultivate some friends, confidants, people who care for you, people who know you well, people who tell you facts, people who are not there to please you. And you got to make investments in these people. If you don't make real investments in building these kinds of people, you not only feel lonely, but you also don't have anybody to bounce off ideas openly. So you need people to process your ideas and give you input. You need people who are just good at ideas. You need people who are good at development, institutions, training, people who are good social scientists, businessmen, financial experts. And in a sense, you have to create investment in your own ecosystem, which is not only effective, but also it is long lasting. But that requires a lot of personal sacrifice. Let me tell you based on my own experiences again. Over a period of last 30, 40 years, I've been fortunate enough to create a great ecosystem consisting of global networks of friends and family from all walks of life with great deal of diversity, good distribution in terms of countries, culture, language, religion, gender. And these people help me in exploring a concept, testing something, in action. Without their help and support, it'd be hard to do the kind of things I personally do. Because the span of your activity is so very big, and you can't be good at everything. Let me give you an example. I had a very close childhood friend of mine, Dr. Prakash Desai. He was a psychiatrist, a leading psychiatrist in America, who helped me a great deal in understanding teamwork, group dynamics, in myself, sometimes my family members. And at times you take these things for granted. You think you know it all. But when you get into the details, you do realize that you need experts, someone who specializes in the science of that particular discipline. So systematically, over a period of time, I have developed my own food chain, as I call it, where I have a large number of friends in technology. And within technology, there are so many different variations. It's not just about telecom and IT. It's about biotech, nanotech, materials. It's about understanding physics. It's about math. And you need these kinds of friends with whom you can have a conversation. Recently, there was a breakthrough in detecting gravitational waves, something Einstein predicted 100 years ago, is now being measured. What an exciting event. But you need somebody to talk to about it, somebody who can explore with you, discuss with you, and really enrich your knowledge of these kinds of breakthrough events. I have a large number of economists as part of my food chain, doctors, psychiatrists like Dr. Desai and others, businessmen, entrepreneurs, corporate executives, bankers, lawyers, scientists, social thinkers, academicians, activists, people who are experts at non-governmental agencies, journalists, very important. They have pulse of the people. They talk to large number of people, and a brief conversation with them could open your mind in totally different direction. Artists, they are very creative. Just because they paint doesn't mean they cannot have input on leadership. Actors, movie actors, theater actors, musicians, administration and bureaucrats, and politicians. To me, to cultivate friends in all of these disciplines is extremely important for a big leader.